my name is Isabella Green. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to address the question that people send me frequently. What does God have to do with what I teach about reincarnation and just with what I teach altogether? I even had a comment on one of my videos where I shared my experience of Samadhi, the omnipresence, the field, the void, the source energy. Someone wrote that they thought that it was rude that I called that God, that it had nothing to do with God. And so to answer that question, what does God have to do with all this? I want to bring a counter question here. What is your definition of God? If you are expecting a person or a personified or some sort of a persona to be God, that is not something that I share, that is not something that I teach. These beings, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, they were looked at as gods in our traditions and our religions, but they were avatars. They were the human beings who embodied the energy, the consciousness of omnipresence, the super consciousnesses, if you wish, the ones who either were born with it and came with it, the advanced souls who brought that kind of energy into earth plane and were looked at as gods by the human beings. They were presented to us as gods by the religious traditions, the religious scriptures that wanted a figure that human beings could relate to. And they did have all kinds of abilities, but when I speak about God, I do not mean any of the characters, any of the beings, any of the personified beings, definitely not the person with white beard sitting on the cloud being the father of Jesus. When Jesus referred to the Father, he meant the source energy, the field that creates and sustains worlds, the quantum field of information, if you wish, the state of super consciousness, the energy that is infinity itself, the energy that creates everything that Jesus was made of. And this is why it was his Father that you and I are made of. And this is why the true source energy, the true experience of God. And when you are able to dip your toe into this state of being, the state of superconsciousness, when you have done the practices that take you there, and you have experienced the omnipresence in its purest form, this, in my opinion, is the purest experience of God. And sometimes it happens spontaneously, like it happened to me in the desert. And that is another episode that many religious people considered to be inappropriate when I said experiencing God. My first experience of God in the desert, the Sinai desert, where I first, for just a very limited percentage, dipped my toe into the field of omnipresence and the energy that is the fabric of everything. This is what I call God. This is what I invite you all to experience through different practices. This is what the yogic tradition talks about, although they have a whole plethora of different beings that they consider gods. But above all that, the true traditional understanding is that there is the energetic field that gives all of us life. And that is what God is from my perspective. So I hope that long answer gives you the a response or the answer to your question. If you'd like to have a private session with me, you can reach me at isabellagreen.com. You will need some patience. However, I have 2 workshops, in-person workshops in March of 2024. One at the Sedona Ascension retreat. Use code EXITIN Reincarnation. That's the name of my workshop to receive 10% off of your event pass. And then at Sedona Yoga Festival, March 14th through 17th, Samadhi, breath, reincarnation, when I will focus more on the yogic essence, on these traditional old school yogic practices that are a part of what I teach. And I'll see you next time. Take care now. Namaste.